Well, thank you for that introduction. Like the others here, I am honored and humbled to be receiving this kind of award with just the extraordinary stories that you've heard already, and a special thanks to the faculty and the leadership for making the College of Engineering at Purdue University one of the top 5 in the country. It really is something that is a calling card when you are anywhere in the country. They say, I have a degree from Purdue, and they're like, oh, is that in the Ivy League? Honestly, I've heard that dozens of times. It's a common theme that we're hearing here, is that nobody gets to have the opportunities that we have without some incredible guidance. And I want to recognize, just 2 people. When I was talking with the dean and talking with other faculty in the last couple days, they asked me 2 questions often. One was, what's the best thing that happened to you at Purdue? And the second one was, what is, a memory that you have that had a profound impact on your life? And so quickly in both of those questions, the first one is very easy. I met my wife at Purdue. And she's also an engineer here and has had her own impactful career. And I would never have had the opportunities that I've had in my life and my career without her constant support, her willing to pick up and move to cities all across North America, crisscrossing the country several times, and raising a family together. I count on her, have counted on her, and continue to count on her so much. And so for all of that, Cindy, thank you. The second is my most memorable one, and I'm glad to hear that it was part of the introduction, as you heard here, and another common theme that we heard from the previous award winners, and that is the guidance that they got at Purdue. Ron Wukash, who was my undergraduate advisor, can't be with us. He died almost 25 years ago, way too young. I wish he could be here. But as you heard in this story, I was a bit adrift after a couple of years. I wasn't clear that my major in civil engineering was right. I didn't know exactly what I was going to do, and I was sitting in a materials class and had a friend there who was in environmental engineering, and it sounded pretty interesting. And so I talked to him and I said, how can I learn more about this, or how can I get into it? And he goes, go talk to Dr. Wukash. So 5 o'clock on a Friday, nobody else is there. I go up and I knock on his door, he was there, to ask if I could make an appointment, for the next couple of weeks. And he just said, just come in and talk to me now. And as you heard, within an hour, he had enrolled me in environmental engineering. He had put me through all the coursework around my co-op schedule. And in the intervening years before I graduated, he treated me like a colleague, not like a student. And he involved me in projects that he had. And he also convinced me to go to graduate school. No one had ever talked to me about that. I'd never even thought about it. And he said, you need to go to graduate school. And when the time came, he talked to me about different schools, and he said, I'd love to have you at Purdue, but I really think it's important for you to go somewhere else and get a different perspective. And he said, you're a water guy. He goes, go to North Carolina, Chapel Hill. He goes, incredible rapport with the faculty. He goes, it'll be a great experience for you. And so to show my level of sophistication in making these decisions, I accepted that, sight unseen, never been to Chapel Hill. It was one of the best decisions I ever made, one of the best recommendations that I ever took. And between Purdue and North Carolina, it set me on a course for the rest of my career. He changed my life. And I am absolutely convinced that that 1 hour that I spent with him in the summer of 1978 has as much or more to do with me standing here today than anything I did personally in my professional career. So I want to thank the College of Engineering and Civil Engineering for hiring this kind of faculty that really take an interest personally in the students. And I want to thank you all for such a wonderful event. It's very meaningful to me.